What's up, guys? It's XenoWorks here, back with another video. As you can see on the screen and as you can see on the thumbnail and title, we are reacting to Goku versus Superman 3. Not 1, not 2, because obviously I watched them, but 3, guys. This video just came out yesterday. I've been, dodging all the spoilers. I have not seen anything of it. If you guys don't know about my channel, welcome. If this is your first time, this is my first reaction channel. So let me know how I do it. I don't know if I'm gonna talk too much or talk at all. So just let me know, give me some feedback. And if you guys want more content like this, just let me know. For the people that have watched my channel before, I'll post nothing but like Dragon Ball Z content from different various games. Obviously, eventually I want to go to different animes and different genres because I've watched over 600 to 700 around there animes. So if you guys have, want an anime opinion, just let me know in the comment section. And if also in the title, it's going to be Goku fanboy watches, the biggest Goku fanboy watches Goku vs. Superman 3, which, I'll take the cake on that because I think Goku can beat anybody, but I know Superman is crazy strong. I've seen some comic book, I read some comic books where he's pulling like planets with chains, and then I've watched the Adventures of Superman, that show, and obviously he's not at his peak right there, but still I've seen the movies, I've seen all that, I've seen some comic book just pages where he's super OP. So I'm interested. Obviously Goku's lost twice, but I'm hoping Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball in general can pull out with a dub. It's been a minute of me talking, and let's get straight into it. Okay. The GOAT. And also, I'm not a hater of Superman, by the way. I do not hate Superman. I actually think he's a pretty cool character. I see people talking about like how Superman's pretty boring because he does not lose. But I think just because he can't lose doesn't make him boring. I think they do pretty good in the storytelling, like Adventures of Superman. I know he's OP, and I know obviously he's not gonna die or anything bad's gonna happen to him during that series, but I really enjoyed that series.
This is the story of Son Goku.
Son Goku.
If you've watched some localized anime, you can thank this guy.
Inspired by martial arts films and his wife's interest in Chinese culture, Akira Toriyama,
the GOAT himself, the GOAT.
That would define generations to come.
Dragon Ball.
I love Dragon Ball Z. Oh, I love Dragon Ball. I even like Dragon Ball Super GT. I like all that. I'm the biggest fan of this.
And was raised on Earth by happy old Grandpa Gohan.
Not just raised, but
this is such a great, bro. I've seen some comments. People are saying that choreography is kind of not good, but come on now, go back and watch the fights. These choreography fights are so good. Obviously, they're same animation, where they show the same punches, but that's okay, Just look at this.
Within just a few years, he was so strong, the only worthy teachers left were.
And I'm talking over this like you guys know about Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball. I'm sorry if you guys are coming to my channel not knowing anything about Goku and wanting to watch this video and be like, okay, I'm gonna see what he reacts to and how he reacts, but he's talking too much and I can't hear what Goku does. But Goku's the GOAT.
It's almost unfair how much of a boost in power they get after they're hurt.
While Saiyans like Vegeta may have abused this trait, it suits Goku. No matter how many times you knock him down, he will get back up.
Yeah, but he doesn't get a big Zenkai boost back in the day when, he was younger. Like the previous saga and all that stuff, and the Namek saga.
Technique that focuses one's ki into a single point for a devastating beam.
So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it in like 5 seconds.
It's incredibly versatile, with over 50 different variations. For example, Goku can curve the beam after firing, or even shoot it from his feet.
But unlike most
Light,
Saiyans,
fusion dance, God Bond, Hakat, and some
interesting.
So they're taking a couple things from the manga for Dragon Ball Super. Spoilers.
Because while Goku isn't exactly book smart, he is a genius when it comes to martial arts.
Look at this
He doesn't
choreography.
just train to conquer his opponents, but to conquer himself.
He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker.
Well, pretty much any container could be used for the Mothama sealing technique.
Then there's Kaioken, aka instant steroids. Goku's multiplied his power by 20 with it before, and in a movie, he even got it up to times 100. What a badass!
The Genki Dama, or Spirit Bomb, is potentially his strongest attack, but it requires considerable time. Unlike instant transmission, which is a teleport that's Instinct. The way it works is Goku detects another person, like a sort of beacon, then teleports to their location by launching himself through an alternate dimension where time stands still. Yes, according to the Daizenshuu guidebook, it's a dimension hop. You can actually see this in between space in some movies and games.
And the dubs wanted us
That's
to
let me guess. Hold on. Let me remember. That's Budokai 3.
silly English.
The dubs did more than that. In fact, early dubs of Dragon Ball Z tried to rewrite Goku as a Superman figure. Even his famous speech on Namek about being the light in the darkness.
Yeah, and supposedly Kira Toriyama said he's really not a hero like that. He's like, you know, a character that likes fighting and all that stuff, right?
Frieza and declaring himself the Super Saiyan.
Hell yeah. If there's any scene that deserves
I loved how they
word
wrote him
edit,
for in
it's
Dragon Ball
when
Z.
he
I'm gonna be
went
honest.
gold.
In Dragon Ball
Super
Super,
Saiyan and its
they kind of made him a
secret
little
power
too
official
like
power multipliers.
goofy.
But
I feel
they
like.
threw us for a loop by turning Goku into a god.
Super Saiyan God certainly changed things up. Goku gained Divine Ki, a pure form of Ki unspoiled by mortal hands. Unlike normal Ki, it can't be detected and appears to have healing properties.
Kinda like Senzu beans. Did you know one Senzu has so much healing juice it can regenerate a person's lost limbs? They're missing out.
God Goku reached a level of power that could compete with the greatest of deities, nearly shattering the whole universe with a single clash on his
Are they gonna
first
bring?
go.
Did I already say that?
Dragon Ball
Are they bringing up
cosmology
Dragon Ball
is
Heroes?
unique. This model is said to be an
I know a
accurate
little bit of
depiction
Dragon Ball Heroes. I watched a couple episodes and stuff like that.
When all
I have
of
not
humanity
checked out the
went to
manga for
heaven
it though.
Because Boo went berserk.
Fidel commented that heaven is just as large as a universe, and the Daizenshuu backs her up.
And that's heaven. Big planet.
So let's scale things up with that in mind. Doing so would make Universe 7 over 1,500 times larger than
Bro,
our
I'm not gonna lie, I'm laughing because
universe.
And Goku could
what's
destroy
where
that
did they
much the
pull
first time he
these
went
numbers
God.
out their ass
And he
from?
didn't
Like
lose
I
that
swear,
power. He
I've
learned how
watched
to use it
obviously
even
Death
better,
Battle
even
before,
in base form.
and
Now,
it's like,
imagine how much
well, I thought
stronger
like
he
a
became
billion,
when he
jillion,
stacked Super
megatons
Saiyan on Super
of
Saiyan
numbers
God
autonomous.
and
Like,
became
let's
Super
bro, what are you
Saiyan
talking
Blue.
about?
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah, not saying that. Or after he trained with some almighty angels. Or when he perfected the blue hairdo and stacked Kaioken on top of that.
Goku has certainly
That
performed
was
great
lit.
feats with God Ki, breaking through his time stop by forcing himself into the future, holding off Infinite Zamasu, who was a sentient timeline, defeating Jiren, who shook the entire world of Void by just walking.
He even tried out Hakai, the destruction god move that nopes you
Spoilers.
out. Your
No,
being
I mean, if
and
you guys are
your
watching this,
soul
obviously you're
erased
you're expecting
from all
something.
of time and space.
Culminating in his greatest form, Ultra Instinct.
Chrome Goku isn't a normal transformation, it's a state of mind. Ultra Instinct is the highest peak of martial arts, subconsciously making optimal choices because you're in the zone, doing without thinking.
Something Goku has always been trained to do. Technically, it can be used in any form, but when perfected, autonomous Ultra Instinct makes you untouchable. No matter what comes his way, Goku will automatically dodge, block, and counter to the best of his
Oh, I
ability,
love that
even
fight
pushing
so
his body
much.
well
Oh, I
beyond
can't
his
wait till that
limits.
fight gets animated
So
against
far
Moro.
beyond, in fact,
I mean,
Ultra
Gas.
Instinct
I
becomes a
really
massive
enjoyed the Gas
avatar
fight
to
because
defend him when
he
his
fought.
own
I'm not gonna spoil it, but he fought very
sounds
different than any
really
other
intense.
villain.
is,
So
which
I
is why
enjoyed
he's
it.
developed
I know some people didn't like
incremental
Gas as
versions
a
of it for
character, but
specific uses.
I thought
It's
his fighting style was
extremely
pretty cool.
difficult to maintain the full form for long.
Until you get to Dragon
Okay, we're gonna do Dragon Ball Heroes.
AKA Dragon Ball fanfiction gone Kaioken times 1,000.
While technically a different continuity, CC Goku is functionally a stand-in for the mainline Goku. His history and powers are the same, making his story just as much of a what-if scenario as the multiple super continuities. The only real difference is Toriyama's not really involved.
This Goku used instant transmission to teleport through time and dimensions. He outsped a god who could see the future. He defeated Dark King Fu, who was gonna rewrite the entire universe. Hell, this series even makes GT cool. Xeno Goku can break space-time just by going Super Saiyan 4.
Looking back at that goofy monkey boy chopping wood and punching dinosaurs,
My
it's
goat.
almost overwhelming.
The
to
goat,
think
Chi-Chi.
how
I
far
like
Goku
Chi-Chi.
has
I ain't
come,
lie to you.
How much he's
do
had
something
to
to me.
face.
But no matter the challenge, he takes it head-on and pushes through.
Showing everyone, everywhere, how to go even further beyond.
I gotta clap for that. I gotta clap for that. They did pretty good, to be honest. Even though they put up some numbers at
Faster
their
than
ass,
a
but still.
speeding bullet, more
You-
powerful than
I
a
love that,
locomotive.
man. You don't
It's a bird.
understand.
It's a plane. It's Superman.
Geez, just a locomotive? People in the 40s needed
Okay, let me see if I learned something new about
Born on
Superman.
the far
I just know
off
he's
world
OP,
of
right?
Krypton, The infant Kal-El
And I've
was
seen
sent
some
to
stuff,
Earth by
like I
his
said before.
parents, narrowly escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised
And I
by
enjoy him,
farmers
like I
as
said.
Clark
I like
Kent,
Superman.
he eventually became
Batman's my favorite DC
Superman,
character, though, just to let y'all
champion of
know.
the oppressed, the man of tomorrow.
If you've only seen the movies, forget him. Comic book Clark's not the perfect Boy Scout, and he's definitely not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged.
And then that ugly mustache showed up.
Understandably seeking escape from some truly terrifying horrors, the pair created Superman to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
A hero who could defeat
That show was
any
good.
evil by
I'm gonna be honest.
just
That show
punching
was
it.
great.
Hell
I
yeah,
love that
that's
show.
how I live my life.
After almost 9 decades, Superman has been many things. At the core, his story
30
is
years
one of
old.
a refugee, a child who lost his home, left to the mercy of alien people.
Isn't Goku
This
older than
new
him?
world
What?
Accepted him.
Big boy been out
gave
since,
him a new home because
like
helping
100
others
years,
in
right?
need
It's almost
is the
100
right
years, or
thing
is it
to
100
do.
years?
That's why he became a superhero. The first
Ew, what was-
superhero.
Everything's got to
What
start
was that?
somewhere.
Who
but
was
he
that?
was the first one to really take off. I mean, not literally. It took a while, actually, before he learned how to fly.
In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental blocks, severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout his life.
He's strong enough to shoulder press the weight of the Earth for 5 days straight, or crush coal into perfectly cut diamond.
That's not how that works.
He's fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in seconds, or even break the bonds of infinity.
Why? Like,
Wait,
why?
He can do all that, but Batman can punch him
Thank
out?
you.
Really?
You're
I go-
probably thinking of Elseworld stories outside main canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question, though. Superman's powers have fluctuated over time for a variety of reasons. However, for DeathBattle, we take the characters
The
at
best,
their
right?
best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like how his breath is so powerful he can sneeze away a solar system, or blow air cold enough to freeze ghosts.
Speaking of, his X-ray vision doesn't just see through walls. He can see through your own body and mind to
I ain't gonna lie though,
examine your
I think
soul.
Superman's
Yet,
a
he
interesting
can't see
character,
through
even though
lead.
he's
That's
like
okay,
OP
though.
as
He can
as
just
shit, you
burn
know.
through it with his face
I
since he
still
gets his power from
think
the yellow
if
sun.
you were him,
Heat vision
life would be
burns with the
boring, I
fire
think,
of a
right?
star. And if
Or maybe
he's
not, I
sharp
don't know,
enough, he
'cause he could do
blast
anything
it
you
out
want,
his
right?
whole body for a super flare. It used to totally drain him, but he's learned how to control it.
Simply put, Superman's powers
Maybe I'm just
defy
contradicting myself
physics.
because I'm like, hold up,
My favorite
Superman
example of this
powers.
is when he rebuilt the
I'm him.
reality-warping
I could do
miracle
anything I
machine
want. I
from
would not.
memory,
I would
or
never
punched
work in my life
Brainiac
again.
so hard every version of him felt it through all of time. Or when he gained 10 years worth of medical training through only 5 minutes of reading and then successfully performed lung surgery.
Nice. My favorite
Who's that?
example is when he smelled
bad,
brownies
sorry.
in North Dakota from orbit.
Even beyond his powers, Superman is no novice when it comes
Bro.
to the intricacies of battle.
He's trained in Kryptonian
Chi
martial arts,
control,
which
martial
uses
arts,
chi,
boxing,
or as
jiu-jitsu.
they call it,
Not that much,
3R.
okay?
He even
Astral
got summoned to
projection,
Asgard to fight
replication,
demons with
encryption.
Thor for 1,000 years.
Superman can resist being erased from existence, such as tanking
Bro.
Darkseid's Omega Beams. Even Retcon and the Time Trapper, both of which hijack and alter timelines, can't touch him. Not because of his powerful mental defenses or healing factor, but because he's a cosmic linchpin in the greater metaverse.
Timelines
Metaverse.
literally revolve around him.
But let's address the S-shaped elephant in the room. You may have noticed we've covered a variety of Superman eras. Superman
that's
and
Keenan
DC
Animation.
Comics as a whole have gone through multiple retcons.
Golden Age, Silver Age.
That's the one thing I hate
pre-crisis,
about
post-crisis,
just comic
New
books in general,
52,
that
Rebirth, and
I've
so
I've
on.
got
It
into
would
some
help
a
to
couple
know which
comic
one
books,
is the main Superman, right?
but
Well,
not
they all are.
Yeah, the latest reboots basically
but not
said
into like
everything in the
heavy
main series
comics like
is
I've
kinda
I've
canon,
always wanted to,
even
just
when he
because
had
there's so
wacky
many
powers
different
like changing
continuities and
his
different type of
appearance with,
superhero
super
versions of
muscular
them themselves.
control.
It's so
Ew.
hard,
I
bro.
guess he can still phase
Just to
through
keep
almost
up.
anything, even people.
Look, if you really dig into it, this isn't new. Plenty of characters have recalled events from supposedly retcon timelines before.
Yeah, post-crisis Supes did start as less powerful than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks.
Though he's not a complete composite,
What the?
there's so
That's what's his
many
name.
other Superman
The actor, I can't remember his name.
Future Superman, Big Robot Superman, Commie Superman, Dinosaur Superman. There's a bunch.
Still,
Bro.
this new canon has affected his abilities. For example,
I swear.
he and other Kryptonians can
I think he's.
effortlessly
I think
travel
if
through
I'm not
time.
mistaken,
And
Superman's
while
been out for like
Superman's
100 years,
powers stem
right?
from the
Like in
Earth's
real life.
Sun, exposure to a blue star increases them even further.
These writers have
In fact,
become
upon
bored.
visiting
Like
a
not
white
boring,
star,
but
he attained
bored.
a
They just
whole
write
new
anything. Like
level
let's
of
give
power.
them
When that old
this
baldy
power.
lad
Oh, let's give him this power.
teleported to another galaxy, Superman just popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just said that.
Remember, Superman defies physics.
Like when he used heat vision to restart the universe by making an all-new Big Bang.
We've seen that his universe universe has a radius of at least 100 trillion light years, but we can calculate a more exact figure. The DC universe is 15 billion years old and expands at 60 trillion light years
Bro,
per
I'm a
second.
Goku stan.
This
Like,
means
I'm the
its
biggest
radius
Goku
must
stan.
be
It's
over
like, bro,
50
what can't this
light
guy
years
do?
across.
He's too perfect.
What? That's 31 zeros, and Soup's
I know he's made to do that, like made to be that, but come on now.
That's still immense power, but if you want something bigger, here's the Anti-Monitor blasting Golden Age Superman with all the energy of the antimatter universe. And then Superman, you know.
Punched him so hard it kickstarted another one of those reboots.
Now, Superman does have weaknesses. There's kryptonite, of course, and exposure to red starlight can fade his powers over time.
Not all at once. He has been able to move planets around while under a red star. So
What?
And everyone knows Superman can't.
The red star's his
resist
weakness?
magic, but it's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistances to it. He's defeated plenty of magic users before, even Shazam.
Superman challenges the idea that absolute power corrupts absolutely. He's the goodest good guy of them all, but there is nuance to being good. Even if he is the ultimate power fantasy, unstoppable and incorruptible.
Such as when
He
took
stuck him
on
in his
the
chin
World
so hard.
Forger, one of the most powerful reality shapers in all of creation.
Who was in the sixth dimension, crafting a whole new multiverse to replace the one Clark calls home? Who's gonna stop him?
Superman could, and the
Bro,
Forger knew
my
it.
brain is
So he
getting
was
like
trapped on a world with the sun so
filled with
distant, he could
information.
never escape. Or so the Forger thought.
Instead, Clark found the strength he needed to fly at that sun, dip through a ton of stars, KO the World Forger, and shatter his new multiverse with a single punch. Because that's Superman.
I don't think Goku has any of those type of feats, even Dragon Ball
He's the kind of person to save a cat from a
heroes,
tree,
right? I
answer
don't
Christmas
think he has
cards
that
from
type of
strangers, and
feat.
tow hundreds of
Look at that,
planets
look at
to
that.
new
That's the one I'm
galaxies
talking
all
about.
in the
I've
same
seen that
day.
before.
What's not to like?
Truth and justice has
How do
no
you
better
chain up
champion
planets
than
like
the
that?
Man of Steel.
How do planets not get messed up for that? Okay, the fight.
This episode of
Let's
Death
skip that.
giving
Love with newly unquestioned get
Tom.
Like I said, how do you
Alright,
like?
the combatants are set.
Huh?
Run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I love Goku, but you know it's Superman. I don't know what's going. Okay, Super Saiyan. Okay, we're starting off at Super Saiyan. Goku's testing the water. By the way, Goku's definitely a better martial artist in my opinion, just because like Goku spends every day training. I've never seen a montage of Superman training. If there is, my bad. I just haven't seen it. Took him in the sternum.
Give it your all. No regrets.
I ain't gonna lie, Goku's dogging him right now. This animation is really good though, like for like, you know, like isn't this from the fighters, right? The isn't it from like fighters design, like the character Goku?
Oops. Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
You ain't wrong.
World made of cardboard.
All right.
World made
I'll
of
show
cardboard.
you just how powerful I really am.
Goku Black? Superman? What's going on with that? Dino Goku? Versus Robot Superman? I guess it's just showing different like variants fighting each other, I guess.
Well, what do you think?
That was awesome. Nice suit.
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
That's sick. That's sick. Got Ultra Instinct. theoretically, isn't Goku's strongest form isn't it like it's not Ultra Instinct? It's from the I remember in Dragon Ball Heroes, didn't he absorb like the Universal Tree or something like that? And shouldn't that be stronger? If I'm not, I feel like you would think. Ultra Instinct is such a cool design though. I don't care if it's simplistic. If all the new Dragon Ball Super transformations have been simplistic, they're just beautiful. The auras and all that. I wish you guys can see me. I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing a Comic Mahal with Goku. I'm giving Goku my energy. okay, with Ultra Instinct. Susanoo, okay, from spoilers. I'm guessing it just breaks, it just shatters the universe up. Kinda like a Gogeta and Broly vibe right there. Let me guess.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what.
Almost had me there. That was actually pretty fun.
That dude's not, his suit's not even damaged, bruh.
But I'll be stronger next time.
Yes, you will, Goku. I believe it, Goku. I believe it. Let Dragon Ball,
Let's go again.
Heroes, you know, continue. Even, or maybe even Super. That was cool. I like the ending where, like, you know, they respect each other at the end of the day, but at the same time, Superman's not, his suit is not damaged, bro. Come on, bro. Make his suit damage at least.
All the other continuities.
Yeah, for real. Goku would
I know he said
be
Kryptonian,
every other Superman
Kryptonian
except
material,
for the main
right?
one.
There's a lot
Forget
to
that.
cover, so let's address the 5 categories most representative.
Okay, let's see.
First up, strength. Both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own. But
How-
based on the DC
Yeah,
Universe's
I was gonna-
officially established age and rate of expansion, it is 1.6 vigintillion times larger.
Bro,
Over a November
let me know if y'all made it this far. Let me know if that number actually exists.
Anyway, Goku's obviously gotten stronger since the beer.
Even that word, if that word exists. Like, I've never heard of that word before.
He's defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball Goku,
Why they
by
just
one
bring
trillion
Z
or
Broly like that?
trillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not even Heroes competes with that. Superman takes
Yeah,
the
that's a
edge
big
with
feat.
strength.
But strength isn't everything. Let's talk speed.
What do y'all think about
Way
Vegito
faster than light, but
versus Superman?
crossed
Is it a
that
closer battle?
mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
That's so
Since
stupid.
he can compete with the
That's so
Flash,
stupid.
whose speed is so ludicrous, it's unquantifiable.
Don't count Goku out though. Flying across the entire
Goku fast, but
afterlife
I don't think they
in
showed a
phase
feat
4
like that. I think he's as
Eos'
fast,
future
but-
sight takes some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu as an omnipresent
You know?
merge timeline also implies immeasurable speeds.
That combined with instant transmission and ultra instinct could probably keep up.
Bah, 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 bah. Yup.
Quantifiably,
That boy Jiren.
Superman is faster, but both are immeasurable. The safest bet here is to say they tie in speed.
Okay.
Especially when we look at skill.
Bink.
Goku's a martial arts master. He's definitely got better battle instincts. He wants to fight and is dedicated to his training.
every day.
While Superman sees training as a means to an end.
Superman's knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive, but he's only used them a few times.
Like, take
Would
that
be
headband off, boy.
disingenuous to
What
say
the
he's
heck?
An equivalent master at that.
So Goku wins in skill.
Thank you,
but
okay.
Not necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless.
There's like a
pro.
million
He's
different
trained with
Supermans.
Batman
Like,
and
are they all
Conan.
different
He's
age?
even defeated martial arts experts
come on
like
now.
Cobra without powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 8,000 years.
He's also astonishingly brilliant.
That's
Like
weird.
He reassembled the reality warping
1,000 years, but then
from
on their
memory.
stat sheet, he was 30 years old.
Experience obviously goes to
But
Superman.
now he's 1,000? Like, come on, bruh.
Obvious is our last category, powers.
Hakai, Spirit Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission, God Key, God Bind. How does Goku not win with those?
In Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from Magic. God Ki is simply pure Ki, and Magic isn't an auto win against Superman anyway, whose greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Mafuba and the Spirit Bomb would take way too long, and Goku's never successfully used Hakai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to erase from reality. Like, he's tanked Omega Mega Beams, which do the same thing as Hakai.
Superman
But
can
his
fly,
own reality, right? His own
teleport
reality.
instant
What if he goes to the Dragon Ball universe
and
reality?
regarding teleporting
Could
into a red
can he
star,
still
ignoring
not
the
die
fact that
from?
Saiyans can't
Like,
breathe
you know,
in
like,
space, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum. Instant transmission requires another person to act as a
they could easily
can't just
breathe in
warp
space as
away
well. I
from
believe,
the star.
truly believe that. Like, he could just literally make a bubble around him. You know, I don't know, like, why Akira Toriyama has like not wrote that in yet.
Superman could phase through his attacks.
So that's it then. Clark has too many counters, so he takes the edge in powers and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman breaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two characters fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that. Then along came
Sailor
anime. There was
Moon.
a whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that. So
Icon. I love it. I love the gaslighting Goku like this. He's an icon.
If that's what's at stake, who wants Goku to lose?
Not me, not me.
You sure you're not overthinking this?
It's not our intent, but it does call into question what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation?
This dude is yapping now. Like, come on, bro.
By simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
Because it's fun, Wiz. Damn it, man. There's more than one way to appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about
Like, Goku could win, right? Goku could win.
slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer, that
Corny joke.
battle was
Corny
super,
joke.
Man.
Corny jokes.
That's the worst pun.
What? It fits them both.
It's so lame.
I don't see
Yeah.
you doing any better.
I do the math. The pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good
Winner
as I
Superman,
punch,
hey.
then Goku would have
Hey,
won.
I mean,
What is wrong with you?
I'm not gonna say nothing. I guess. Let's see what the next death battle
Hi,
is,
I'm
since
Ben, voice
I'm
of
already here. I'm already
Thanks
here.
for watching. We are about to
I should
announce
watch
the
the
next
Frieza versus
episode, but
Megatron, so
before we do
obviously.
that, if you're not a Death Battle member yet, click that join button below. See what you're missing.
What's next? Let's see. Next time. Season 10 finale. Galactus versus Unicorn. Oh, RDC World. Shout out them. Anyway, shout out these people. But these are the goats. But well, guys, that was Xenoworks. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. I kind of give my opinion during during the video, my first ever reaction video. Let me know how you guys enjoyed it. If you guys didn't enjoy it, and I'll continue doing it if you guys enjoyed it. And other than that, guys, this was Xenoworks, and I'll catch you in the next video.